Hey everybody, it's Joanne here with a work in progress, and welcome to my Florida home tour. Just wanted to give you a quick little update on things that I have changed and where I have used some of my thrifted items in my home. So we'll go ahead and get started. And we're coming up here just to the front porch. And this is a little something that I put together. I was inspired by Nicole over at Nicole North Garden, who did this over the summertime. I was not able to find the flowers though because I did it so late in the season. So instead of using real flowers to simulate the bubbles in the tub here, I used fake flowers and just some vintage dishes and an old tub. And I think it came out pretty nice. I was happy with it. And then we have our little angel here. She's new. And this piece here I picked up at the side of the road back in North Carolina in my neighborhood. And I don't think we really have anything new over here. Although, wait, yes, the little bunny down there, that little green bunny planter, that is new. And I don't want to go too fast. On this side here, those milk bottles and that carrier are new. And so is that little bell that I hung up. So that is our front porch. Now we can go inside. And you may remember this little mat that I thrifted a while back. It's super, super cute. And here we come to the inside of the house. And again, I'll just point out some of the new pieces here. This picture I hung up on our last visit to the house. And yes, I still have Christmas decorations up here. There's a little door hanger from Dee. And then over here in the half bath down here, I was going to do a tiered tray right here, and I had forgotten that I had this metal shelf with the wood slats on it, and I really like it. I think it is actually nicer than the tiered tray that I had planned on doing. And here are just some old and some vintage kind of bathroom items there. And let's see, over here, honestly, because I didn't know where else to put it for right now, I just put that bicycle wheel that I did a while back and made a wreath out of that. You may remember that video. And then here is just another little floral that I did that's in a metal ladle. So that's the new things to the half bath. Now, let's go into right here. In the entryway here, I finally hung up this shelf with the chalkboard little drawers there. And I have a little basket, K for my daughter Caitlin and J for me, Joanne. So I have to get a couple of more little things to put up here. Now we go into the kitchen. I don't know that there's a whole lot new here in the kitchen. That little We Work for chicken feed, that actually is new, come to think of it. This I put together. I thought that was a really unusual planter, shaped like a rolling pin with some faux greenery in it, and my little chicken pick. And then in this brown bottle, I'm keeping my dishwashing liquid for just something different. And here we have a scale that I thrifted some time ago. Finally got a chance to bring it down here. And then you may remember these little spoons, measuring spoons. A bunch of you thought they might have been Pioneer Woman. I'm not sure, they're not marked, but I really liked them. And I think they look real cute there. So here's just another little view of the kitchen on the other side. I have a little clock there that I need to get put up. And some little Mr. and Mrs. Santa. And then there is a drawing that my girlfriend's little boy did for me for Christmas. And then now we go in to the dining room and the living room. Here is my joined candle collection, and my girlfriend's little boy gave me this little kitty cat hanger. I absolutely love it, and I thought it was the perfect place to display my candles. And then right here we have a small collection going on of some aprons. And I don't believe anything is new over here on this shelves, I should say. Down below here, I have my old shoe shine kit. And those I had before. These metal shoe forms I just added. And now here's just another view of the kitchen. And now we turn around here to the little dining area. Finally finished reupholstering those chairs. It's not that it was difficult, it was just that I was a slowpoke doing it. And over here I have my little cart that I also found at the same neighbor's house, free on the side of the road. And you may remember that huge kettle from a while back. Dee at A Thrill of the Thrift and I did a thrift swap, and she gave me that amazing, amazing kettle. So again, there's just our little dining area. And now I'll just I'll give you an overview here. And there's Al, our Christmas tree. I'll give you an overview here of the living room. And then I'll just take you around and show you what's new. So I do have my quote-unquote quilt ladder here, which is an actual ladder, part of a ladder. I use part of it down here, and then I'll show you the other part upstairs in my daughter's room. And I'm hanging some quilts on there, and that is the quilt right there that Cheryl did and sent to me. I love it. And then over here in my hutch, just have a few still Christmas decorations up. A few things you might recognize from some hauls. And then let me open this up, show you what I've done in here. Just put some, decorations in here. I have some greenery that came off of Al, the Christmas tree. And you may remember these beautiful ladies here that I have been thrifting. I've acquired quite a number of them, and I love them. And this one right here is the Hummel that I got for $2 at a Habitat Restore. Could not believe that find. And then there's my other Hummel plate right up there. Oh, and there's the little floral pick. You might remember that I hauled not too long ago. So there is this is actually the top of a hutch that I am just using for my whole hutch. And I really like it. And then we swing around here. There's nothing new here that I can really think of. We finally have a love seat down here, and it is really, really nice. We brought this down on our trip this time. And the idea for this lace over this chair, I actually got when Caitlin, my daughter, and I went to Japan. I saw this. They had done it in a clothing store in Japan. I took a picture of it. I was in love with it. So when I get back, that is what I'm going to do. So my hopes were to have done this chair and this one, but the other lace that I had was not large enough, so I just put a quilt over that other chair. And then that is the quilt I showed you a while back that I thrifted at the bins. I think one of the locations in Pennsylvania, and I am in love with this quilt. And then we just have a few decorations on the back here. Again, still Christmas. And there's my little reindeer in his barn. So that's what he looks like. I know the scale is off, and I really don't care. I just think he's adorable. And then that is the only ruler like that so far that I have ever found. And I just twisted it up to make it a little star. And then that is the stand. That is some of the ruler as well there. But no glue or anything. I just twisted it and it has stayed. And this radio, if by chance Scott at the old Curiosity Shop is watching, Scott, I think that you'll appreciate this old radio. It was my brother's. Sadly though, you can see right there while it was being transported down here, the fabric got poked, and I'm very upset about it. I'm hoping that I can find some vintage fabric that I can replace that. And if Scott, if you're watching, if you can maybe give me some little hints on it, that would be greatly appreciated. So we have that. And now let me show you this little corner here, and then we'll head upstairs. And this is my fairy garden. Let me plug it in for you. I didn't think to do that ahead of time. Sorry. There we go. So I did get a new fairy, a smaller one than I had there before. And these little pieces here, my friend Cheryl in Canada made those for me and sent them to me. How adorable. They're absolutely perfect. And if you saw me putting this thing together, you might remember that I had a different kind of swing there. Now I actually have a tire swing. So there is my little fairy garden. And then over here is another radio that I think Scott would appreciate. This also was my brother's. It's the crank there. I have no idea age or anything on this. No clue, but I love it. And I think my brother did too, so I will cherish this. Okay, so that is the downstairs. Let's head up the spiral staircase without breaking a leg. And here in the landing, I've just put a couple of chairs that I had. And this little cabinet here, you might remember I thrifted this at a yard sale for $5. I'm in love with it. And I just have a tin and a little box on top of it. And then this is the piece. I got this at a church yard sale for $2. My plan is to display my vintage purses in there. So I'm going to cover the back of it. I bought a piece of black felt, so I'm going to cover it with the black felt and then somehow display my purses in there without putting any kind of sticky anything on them. I don't want to ruin them. Then we're going to go into my daughter's room. Where's the little bugger? There she is. So this is my daughter's room. Haven't done a whole lot in here. I believe the bedding is different from the last time that I gave you a tour. And there's just this round basket. I found that at a barn sale. And then the picture back there is a t-shirt that my daughter liked the graphics on, and just a frame. So I put the bird kind of like he's outside of the window. And she actually liked it. Yay!
Yes, I did.
And then here we have just a little place for her to stick up little cards and stuff. It's not focusing. I don't know why. There we go.
It's basically an ad
There we
for
are.
Snow City.
Yep.
Not sponsored. Though, honestly, I would love to go back there. It's yummy.
This lamp, I think, actually is different than the first time I showed you her room.
Mm-hmm.
It was a wicker lamp originally. And then we have her little checked curtains here. And then this is the other half to that ladder that I showed you downstairs. And believe it or not, Caitlin liked this too. So I have just been kind of collecting things that are in her color. She loves this kind of turquoisey teal color. So I've been finding all kinds of little things to put on there for her. And that's what we have so far. And then, bye, hun.
Bye.
We will head. I'll show you her bathroom just very quickly. I got that a while ago. That metal shelf unit. I really like it. I think it's really cool. So I've got to find some stuff to put in there. And down the hallway here into my bedroom. I've changed out the bedding on my bed to just make it more casual and relaxed. And I have, as you can see, a very long dust ruffle on it, so it kind of just cascades on the floor, which I really like. I believe I showed you that table before, and I can't recall what I paid for that. I got it at a Goodwill, I'm pretty certain. And there's my quilt rack with a couple of quilts on there. And other than that, I don't think there's really anything different in here. Did hang a candle over here on this wall. And then these two pieces I put up as well. A couple of my vintage bags are just sitting on the counter here. And then into the bathroom. Don't think there's anything really different in here either. But that's what the bathroom is looking like. I gotta stay out of the camera because I am a hot mess today. So I think that's all the new things in the house. So I do know that this video has run a little long. I'm sorry for that. But I do hope that we are going down the spiral staircase now, very carefully. I do hope that you enjoyed a tour of our place here in Florida. And I'm actually going to be posting this after my weekly Sunday thrift haul. I just wanted to get it done and up before we left. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, everyone, please take very, very good care of yourselves. Bye for now.